Welcome. Welcome to Unified Extended Sessions. And week after week, we are coming together and practicing one chapter from Babaji's book, Unified. So it is giving us opportunity to go deeper, also do deeper self-reflection and deeper understanding of the concepts. I hope you are continuing your journey the same way, rebrushing those concepts which is difficult to understand and practice. So one of the topic that we are going to pick up today is creating the world of true desires. Yesterday we shared the link of the audiobook in the group and also the podcast. I hope you would have listened to it and have made some clarity, although we have already practiced it. But again, once we look back, we can clear up few things. Those might not have been plugged before comfortably, right? So um, even one master have shared many times that creating formula is the most difficult part of the book. So let us make it clear once again today when we practice, because this chapter is particularly explaining the creating formula, which we learned in chapter 9, that everything is there for your use and you just need to claim it with love, with forgiveness and thanks. And that is what we practice in part 2 in every aspect of life. Using this creating formula, we create our own, um, uh, we correct our own thinking. So the chapter number 1 says you are already made perfect. You only need to make little correction in your thinking. And that process starts in this chapter, where we are correcting our thinking. When we could not accept the way we are, how can we see what God made us? So the journey begins from that state, accepting of ourselves as we are, and then claiming that, yes, I am worthy. I deserve all the God qualities. I am loved and I have all the God qualities. And here the self-acceptance becomes easy. So first we corrected our thinking, then we created our list of true desires, which is again the seed thought with which we have come in this life. And for that, we need to, see ourselves that we are here in this life and we want to live those seed thoughts that is hidden within me, that doesn't let me rest. It lets me explore myself more and more. And we keep running here and there in doing things where we can feel satisfied, right? So, this particular chapter, when we realize our true desires, um, we have just noted it, right? We have not created anything out of it. We have just claimed it. So when we know our true desire, then we see that truly we are here for our own expression, not by influenced by others, not for proving ourselves. But what if I am unmasked just as it is, and I am doing things, and that is my expression, so that I know myself when I go work, when I go cook, when I go clean, when I talk people, meet people, different fronts of life, different aspect of life. It only tells us about ourselves. And that has to be only done from our own state, right? So we want to express ourselves fully. And that is what this life is all about. That so that you, in your expression, you learn about yourself. So we come with our true desire, then we start creating our true desire, the world of true desire with our self-acceptance. And then anything and everything that we do, we realize that, okay, it is for my own self that I should know. I might have wrong perception about me because there was a mistake in my thinking. And in this particular chapter, I am correcting those thoughts that I hold with my self acceptance. Right? So Babaji says that this course, the end product of this course is your self acceptance, and there's no purer desire than your own self acceptance. So the purer desire is self acceptance, and my true desire, what it should be, self acceptance, right? When I express myself, I do not keep criticizing, I do not keep comparing, I do not feel unfulfilled. It's my true expression, whatever it is, right? So in that expression, we all plays different roles. Somebody is a teacher, somebody is a student, somebody is cooking, somebody cleaning, and nothing is less. Everything is equally an expression of the self. When the masters speak, when Buddha spoke, it was his expression. When Ananda was listening, it was his expression. So we all are very beautiful as we are created in the image of God, as it is. That we have to very, um, you know, easily we have to accept without any resistance after practice, especially after practicing unified for 24 weeks, right? That yes, we are made in the image of God and we have all the God qualities. And that is what self acceptance is here in this particular chapter, where we keep releasing our thoughts that we think that, okay, I am not worthy of all the God qualities, the God gifts. I am unloved, or I don't deserve, I'm not enough. All those kind of thoughts that we keep about ourselves, we just need to release and then come to our expression. So for that, let us look at the creating formula, which is God and I claim and accept thoughts with self-accept, with thoughts with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. So God and I'm just myself putting at the state where God has all the qualities and I am there. So I'm elevating myself in order to correct my own thinking, not from the lower self perspective that I have something wrong and then I want to correct or fix anything, but just reminding myself that I have all the God qualities. I have that connection that God self is so close to me. It's not far, it's here. So God and we reach to that state. First, we give all the qualities of God, and then we give all the God qualities to ourselves, God and I. Claim and accept. We learned about the claim that it has to be done in present tense. And whatever we claim, it has to be very clear, precise. And the same claim that we create, we have to accept the claim. Because Babaji says, without your claim, nothing is, you cannot experience it. You have to claim it. So things are all out there, but you have to experience it. So you take it and then you experience it. And this claim also clarifies our own intent of creation, right? So here we set our intention that, yes, I want to do my self acceptance. Then the fourth part is the thoughts that I want to release, thoughts that I have to correct. There's an error in my thinking, right? So I'm no less. I have that thought that I am less. And that is a mistake. And then people around me will keep reflecting those thoughts, right? So in this crowd where everybody is doing their own thing and where I stand, I really need to see my own thoughts, which are aligned with my own existence. and then release any limiting thoughts about it. So that is the thought, which is actual part of the formula where we do the correction. So God and I claim and accept thoughts with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. So already I am in that state where God and I, we are one. We are creating by claiming and accepting and removing all those hurdleful thoughts that don't let me experience the claim. And then my heart is always in state of forgiveness, knowing there is nothing to forgive because people around me is just reflecting me. So there is nothing to be angry about, to feel hurt, to feel left out, less, ignored, suffering, pain. No, nothing. I'm in state of love. Now I know that what I can't see in me, people come and show me. And then I just say, I am grateful that I got to see myself little more today. And we create that claim with this experience. And when we say, thank you, tathastu, amen. So whatever we have created, we surrender it to the nature, the natural law of the nature, which is governing everything. So my claim is also submitted and it is taking care of it, right? So the chapter is about self-acceptance, which is very difficult in this human form for ourselves to accept, because when we are this limited in this body, we feel limited, but actual we can realize that we are far much more than this body. So in the thought release section, we also need to release one of this thought that I am limited in this body, or my identity is only limited to this body. And because we have experienced it after having done all the part 3, that we are more than that, we are everywhere present, and our presence is more than this body. So we release that thought that I'm limited to this body, right? So read chapter number 10 again today, and bedtime practice it. It makes life so easy because it easily allows us to see only a little correction in thinking and claiming, correcting, and we get to realize ourselves. Also, and at the end of the book, you will find appendix where beautiful way of beautifully they have explained how to do self-acceptance and the creating formula. So take your time to read, understand. It's very simple and very well explained. All we need is just take it and practice ourselves, and life will give us opportunity, to do that reflection. Now this is the time you need to do your self acceptance. And mostly when we do something wrong, we have to acknowledge that, okay, that's okay, it has happened this time, let me see what I can fix here, right? So whenever our own mistake we encounter, we say that we have to forgive ourselves. No, we just have to accept ourselves, because there's nothing to forgive. Just accept with love the way my weakness is my completion. That's my perfection. In that, everything comes together, because we are already love, we are already light, we are already the image of God. But with that limited self, that limitation that is around us, inside us, it is creating that unique experience of divine, of that love, of that me, right? So that's how this life, same life, is unique for all of us, and we keep experiencing joy. When we push ourselves a little more, we experience something different. And for that, we take challenge. That challenge fills us with love, with our own knowing, that, okay, I broke one more limitation today. And yes, see, I can do much more. So these are the small experiences we encounter in life when we break one of the limitations. Just one day when that experience encounter, we can see ourselves that, okay, I am infinite energy, I am everywhere present. So we can acknowledge it because we are already complete, made complete. We have all the experience, but we do not know how to know it, how to recognize it. For that, we just have to be aware of ourselves. Then we can see, understand what my state is, what I am, So nobody, no one else would come from outside and tell us that, okay, this is what you are, this is who you are, this is your state. No, you have to realize every little shift in us and things around us. So let us get into the practice. We'll do the practice together today again, and whatever I have missed, please go and read the chapter to make it clear. So just sit comfortably. If you want to sip some water, do sip. Make yourself fully available for this practice. Just breathe in, breathe out deeply to disconnect from the noise outside. Take a couple more. At your own pace. You can see whether there's any space to breathe in, or I'm already filled with beautiful divine energies. And even this breath is so much extra that I cannot hold in. Feel yourself as it is, as we are part of this creation, which is in God's thought. God, which is love, has made everything with love. And everything is filled with this sweet syrup of love. You just need to be little, subtly feel everything inside and outside. Just become little softer, gentler, subtler, and see beyond where your thoughts exist. That is an illusion that we have created. And when we go subtle, little more, we could see our own feelings, the state of being, where we are, how I am feeling today, every moment, how my feelings are shifting. And then breathe from your heart and feel yourself fully. How do I feel myself? How do I taste myself? So when we become aware of our own heart center, the center of our chest, that's where I feel how loving, how comfortable, how joyful, how blissful I am. And if we are loaded in chaos, we can't reach to this space. From head to heart, the distance feels eons apart. All that we need is to bridge the gap with our own breath, just by leaving everything around as it is. Life is for giving love, receiving love, as everything in this creation is made with this sweet syrup of love. If I cannot see it, it's my illusion. But this is the truth, how God made everything. And anything apart from this, what I think, what I feel, is my illusion. So let me see myself. What are the errors in my thinking I need to fix for my self-acceptance? Where I can express myself fully as it is. Center yourself. Feel the pulsation of God at the center of your chest. Feel it so much more that we become that. Every cell in the body, every organ, is pulsating with this love. Can we feel it all at once? How I am glowing today. Can I feel my aura? So let us feel our aura, sending love from our heart. Let us clear it before we get into the practice today. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. Each one of you are whole and healed. Each one of you are created as love and light, and you are still love and light. No need to be afraid. Do not feel the pain. And I know a perfect place for each one of you to go. And I request my higher self to take you there now. Each one of you, go in peace. I set you free. And I let go. And I close my aura to all except my higher self. Feel this love as you breathe in and out. We are becoming more gentle, softer, calmer. Let us send love and light to all the thought forms around us. To all the people around us. To all the object. I send love and light. And I feel that infinite ocean of love I am breathing in. Where only stillness is felt. Every little movement, shift, vibration is felt as it is. All we need is just to be peaceful in our mind. And we receive the signal from our higher self. My dear higher self, please give me your signal now. Just observe the signal and say thanks with love. It's time to get unified. to create our self-acceptance. In our head, just feel your breath, how easy, effortlessly it's flowing. Or is it scared of something unknown? From now, you may take notes of your thoughts as you see them. As how much ever we go peaceful, our mind will keep telling. It's all fear, it's all whatever is there. And we can make use of it. So say within this creating formula, God and I claim and accept thoughts of my self-acceptance with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. Let us go and feel each part of the formula. What we don't see in our reality are those thoughts that is against our own creation, that keep us away from experiencing what we really want to experience. Let us raise ourselves by reminding the presence of God. How do I feel it? God is love. God is light. God is truth. God is happiness, joy, and bliss. God is peace and gentleness. God is abundance. God is everywhere present. God is all-knowing intelligence. God is infinite energy. God is perfection. God is non-judgmental. And I am made in the image of God. And I have all these qualities of God in me. As I am one with God, as I am in God's thought, and that thought is very much known of God. He is one with his own thought. So I am one with him. So I am. I am love. Say it aloud with your feelings and listen to it, hear it. I am light. I am truth. I am happiness, joy, and bliss. I am peace. I am gentleness. I am abundance. This is where we can see our self acceptance. Because I'm one with God, everything out there is for my use, for my enjoyment. But do I feel deserving? Do I really feel that everything out there is for my use, is for my enjoyment? What beliefs we hold? Make a note of it. Maybe it has become our habit that we want to pay it off. But how can we pay for the love that is running the whole creation? It is pouring its love on us. But why do we feel that resistance? We keep ourselves closed. It is where our self acceptance is hidden. Note everything that comes to your mind as a gentle thought, a reminder. And can go on. I am all-knowing intelligence. I am infinite energy. I am everywhere present. I am perfection. I am non-judgmental. Breathe in little more to expand, to stay alert in this process. God and I are one. And I claim my self-acceptance. And I accept my self-acceptance. When I accept it fully, I could express it fully. Today, my expression is how much I know myself. With every practice, we are opening to ourselves a little more, knowing little more, accepting little more, and expressing little more. Let us explore our thoughts with our higher self. Feel its gentle presence and ask, my dear higher self, please tell me those thoughts that do not let me do my self-acceptance. It's every little word we say. Criticizing ourselves, limiting ourselves, by looking at our thoughts and experience. Allow yourself to be with thoughts, with vision, with pictures, seen from the library of your life. Where we are limiting ourselves, where we are criticizing ourselves. Why? Why are we afraid of looking inside? These thoughts are supposed to be like clouds. They should come and go and not get stuck within us, creating our beliefs about ourselves. We all learn things slowly. It doesn't make us less when somebody's learning is slow. So why to limit? Why to limit how do I look with my looks? Where I complain I am ugly. Or weak. What thoughts are coming? We create and then we criticize ourselves. Is it my expectations? An illusion set on the basis of comparison, some judgments, some beliefs, of being super ideal. Let us heal and release those thoughts. I heal and release thoughts that I am bound to a body. I heal and release thoughts that I am insignificant and unworthy of God's gift. I release and heal thoughts that I am ugly and weak. Feel it, something as we are removing from our beliefs. Now I know that I am everywhere present. I am free. I am beautiful. I am perfect and worthy of all the God's gift, all the God qualities. I now also heal and release all my thoughts I may have that interfere with my self-acceptance. Known or unknown, conscious or subconscious, whatever thought in person you have received, you may want to release them now, one by one. My thoughts are now one with, the same as, and in tune with God's thought. There is nothing in middle in God and I. Feel your heart space and say, I recognize that no one can hurt me without my invitation. Knowing that, I forgive everyone who has seemingly ever hurt or trespassed against me. I now realize that there is, in truth, nothing to forgive. My heart is in a state of forgiveness, a state of forgiving love forever. Still, you see any faces where the connection of love is lost? You can do your process of sending love, knowing your own perfection, knowing who you are. It is time to say thanks. I thank God for my self-acceptance. Whatever process is happening, in order to release, just let it happen. Your heart may feel heavy or ache. Just breathe to that and willingly allow yourself to release and let go. knowing that when we accept ourselves fully, we can give love to anyone and everyone without any conditions. Now let us submit this by saying Amen, Tathastu. Now I release this claim to God and the natural laws of creation. My claim is now created. That is the nature of natural law. Amen. Tathastu. You may feel lighter. Continue your practice this week in unfolding yourself and just accepting the way we are today as it is, as an image of God, unique expression of love, walking in this body, just brushing few of the thoughts time to time as we move on. We encounter new experience. We create new world with our true desire. We become little more aware of ourselves in thinking, being, and seeing things around. So for this exercise today, let us thank Babaji for this beautiful realization of our self-acceptance. What we see is our world. If we see pain, it's not outside, it is within us. If we see hurt, that hurt is not outside, it is within us. And that's an illusion, our created illusion. So enjoy these God qualities as within. So everything, everywhere around us. We are more beautiful than we can ever imagine. We are the flower of heaven in full bloom. Thank you, my higher self, for guiding today and for being there always. send love to all the thought forms around you, all that we have released. And send love and light to everything around us, to all the people, to all the things. And again, we become one with all. And I close my aura to all except my higher self. See, how do you feel yourself now? More lighter, filled with love. And truth. Take your own time and come back. Feel your body, your hands and legs. Your gentle presence. Last 10 seconds. Now gently bring both your palms and put it over your closed eyes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You may open your eyes, blinking inside your palm, and welcome back. You may sip some water. You may journal or complete your notes and take time to come out and share your experience or ask anything or shed some light if you realize something different today. Welcome, welcome, Shailesh.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. How is your unified journey going? Anybody? I know you're still having the hangover of the meditation. Yeah. Any takeaways you got from the meditation today?
Anybody just want to talk, you can take your time. At least open your camera. We can just see each other. It's only once in a week, and definitely we miss each other. So nice to see everybody. So I think only one more session will be there before we close for the year.
Thank you so much, Preeti. It was very, very, very powerful. When you said, wow, the pain, the wound, everything is inside and it is an illusion. Oh my God, that blew me out. Nothing, nothing could be real. So it was very, very, that sentence just blew me out. My God, illusion, that is, I mean, we know that we are love. We know that there is only forgiving love. Everything is, we understood so deeply in this course. But again, that sentence really, I don't know. Wow, it was very powerful for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Every time we go through or repeat or read the chapters, something new will always click. Something new. Even though you can think of the content of the course or the book to be static, to be written firm and final, but our state of mind continues to change. So depending on our condition of the mind or the state of the mind, whenever we read the same thing, we get a different inference. So same thing happens in the meditation. Even though whatever Preeti was delivering today may have been a repetition for some of you, may have been similar content as you have heard in the past. But today, when you got it, something must have clicked, right? Out of
Yeah,
that.
it's just in the center
Yeah,
of the heart. It
yes,
is like,
yeah,
wow, open it up. It was
yeah,
something from the higher self, just opened it up. I don't know.
yeah.
It was very,
So,
very powerful. I started like,
yeah,
wow, that is it. That is it.
our state, right? Our
Yes.
state
It's
really matters.
realization, right? So we really need to keep this as, this self-acceptance as well as this forgiveness practice. It has to be part of our everyday practice, because what we never know what we keep. And today, towards the end, I was also feeling a little pain in my chest. So that was
Yes.
the part of release. Anything that gets stuck, you just keep
Very heavy. Feel very heavy in the chest. I don't know. I You ask me, I don't have, I mean, anything in my heart. Like I always love you. There is nothing to forgive also, everything. But that sentence, I don't know. That sentence, ah, ah,
You will know it through the day, you will have
yeah.
much more coming out. So
Thank
it
you.
has triggered something within you, and that
Yes,
will
yes.
create, that will open up deeper knowings within you. So it's really beautiful, very good. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you so much. My God. Thank you. I appreciate
thank you.
love.
Thank you.
Yeah. The learning process is continuous, it continues.
Because Babaji said that self-acceptance is the ultimate outcome of this course, and that's your purpose on living on earth. So there are various aspects of life. We go explore ourselves, and then we come back crying. Okay, I am not this. I am not that, and we compare. Sometimes we compare with others, and we really lose ourselves. Truly, never living what we truly are. That's the biggest Whatever the hardest thing, I think Babaji has put at first. So when we are creating formula, he's just reminding us our true self and then do next in that other claims that we have been creating in part two.
And why self acceptance is important. This is something very important. I would say very deep. If you think a little more about this question, why self acceptance is important. Why do most of the enlightened masters say, ask yourself, who am I? Right? Basically, part of knowing who I am is accepting self, right? Once you know yourself, you can accept yourself. But why accepting the self is important? It's a very logical and very simple answer. Why it is important is because if I accept myself, I have accepted everyone else, everything else. That is the meaning of self acceptance, because I am everything. I exist everywhere. So, accepting the self is acceptance of all that is the way it is. I am not judging anything. I am not going to evaluate anything. I am just going to be. When I get into that state of being, acceptance becomes natural. Acceptance of the self. I am accepting myself the way I am. And then that expands, that begins to expand. Then your acceptance of everything else becomes so much easy, it becomes smooth. And when your self acceptance becomes clear, then life becomes stress free completely. There is no stress anymore. Then you don't resist anything at all. You will not, right? That in that mode of acceptance, you are open to abundance actually. Then you are ready to receive whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. And that would include pain. Even though it is an illusion, even though it is my own creation, I accept it. That acceptance of the pain relieves you. I can say that from my personal experience. Accepting the pain, accepting that as an experience, helps remove the suffering part of it. So that is the deeper understanding of self-acceptance. That's why today you got that insight, because self-acceptance involves accepting the pain. We don't, because we don't like the pain, we don't accept it, right? And why we don't like the pain? It's that's something to be dug within. Each one of us has a different background. Each one of us has a different logic and understanding why I don't like the pain.
Babaji says it's not in your manufacture. It's your creation and
Ye-
illusion.
Yes, that is what is important.
No, you always know that you say that you create your own reality. But this is like a illusion is little bit more deeper. It is you understand better. We know that everything is an experience. There is no good experience or bad experience. Everything is how it's an experience. There is nothing like good or bad. But this is also something I think, I don't know, in a different angle it shows, oh wow, we say that, but there may be something hidden inside us. It is
Yes,
And
yes.
that's the realization part, Induji. I mean, we know so many things, especially
yeah.
from Indian background. If we are coming, we have heard so many things. But really, I mean, when you literally feel it. I go and I pick anything from outside and I just say that, okay, this is for my use. Just literally feel it. You just question, okay, how come? People will call me thief. I'm a thief. Who told me? How can I pick a flower? You will ask every little question. I have started asking, like, I have been paying for water, I've been paying for things, but I'm not paying to that from where it is coming for my use, which is there already. Literally, just so many things are there, and we live with all that as ongoing, day-to-day life activity. But total realization when about everything, our awareness has to be sharpened to see all that.
Excellent. Good. Thank you.
So,
Yes.
Thank you.
these days, what I feel like, how much light I am. So I'm like a piece of paper flying, but anything that gets pinched, I could feel that prick. So that pain is very temporary, instantaneous. It will come and I will notice, I recognize, and then it will go away. So definitely recognizing is like that acceptance that Shalishi is telling, and it's part of uh, our wholeness. It's not, we are not without it. No. So जैसे 24 कैरेट सोना होता है, 24 कैरेट gold is of no use. There has to be something mixed to make it 22 carat, and then you can make jewelries. So that's how we are in this human body.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. 24 carat cannot be used. That's true.
Oh, it was your influence. Welcome, Jayaji. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I like that resistance disappears because whatever you resist persists until you pinpoint or notice it, it will continue lingering on. And once you notice, it disappears. So like you said, Induji said illusion. Every time I'm stuck in something or I'm thinking about something and the thought comes, oh, it's an illusion, and it just suddenly disappears. The thing that felt like a mountain just suddenly drops. And then self acceptance, according to me, is going from limit to limitless. It's like breaking the pot and it connects to the entire universe. The limiting belief or the something that has covered us from being our real self. So every time we go back to that feeling, and then there is expansion. So, like Salish sir said, enjoy the expansion. And so I wrote it down last week, and every day I get up in the morning thinking, I am that abundance, I am that expansion, I am that. And when there is pain, it's the best time to separate yourself to notice where is the pain. Oh, the pain is in the head. Am I the head? Am I the pain? Or I am the one who can watch the pain. I can watch the head feeling the pain. So when you separate, the pain disappears. When you hold on to the pain, it persists. It goes on and on until it it stays back. And like we had heard a story that there was two ladies and both were sickness. So one went into the farmer's head and the other one went into the king's head. And they met after 2 days. And so the one who went in the farmer's head said I was not given any importance. The farmer had to get up and go and do his work, so I had to leave as soon as possible. The other one said, "Oh, I enjoyed my stay for 2 days. The king called so many doctors, the king did this, the king did that, so I stayed back." So, wherever pain is given attention, it lingers on. So, like that, when there is no self acceptance, limited belief lingers on. And once you understand, you rise. And the other story that they mentioned last week, there is a crow troubling an eagle. The crow keeps pecking on the eagle. So the eagle does nothing, it just flies high. And so the crow is not able to fly that high, it sort of drops off. So anytime you have an issue, just fly high. Just think, oh, I am love. Oh, I'm abundance. Oh, I'm made in the image of God. And then you just rise. And then also that the songs that you all have put, I listen to it sometimes at night, sometimes in the morning. But a lot of the times when I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, there is some music going on. There is the words, the lines. Um, I am you and you are me. I am made in the image of God. The big light speaks to the little light, something of the other. And it just brings a smile on the face. And I'm able to sleep so much better. It's just amazing. And it's one new, what do you call it, treasure you unveil every time you read or hear or see. And you have given us everything. Um, like my daughter had said, there are some kids who are visual and there are some kids who are audio. They listen and they catch. So a lot of the times I'm not looking at it, but I'm listening to the session in the car, or I'm listening to the podcast, and there's some new idea that pops up or something clicks. Like today, Induji said illusion clicked. So like that one thing that aha moment. And but you heard it so many times, but that aha moment came today.
True, true.
So thank you so much for we knew that, but we were just sitting in the dark room. You helped us put on the light,
Thank you.
and then
Thank you.
everything became visible.
No,
It
we
is
know
all
that
our
pain is.
practice. How much we practice, how much deep we can go. And then it's only enjoyable. It's not like what I'm sitting with the same book again and again. It's never like that. How many times I have opened it, I have the same feeling, Just one word and I will be like stuck with it. But like what happens when there is no self-acceptance? How suffering that life becomes because I have no self-acceptance. I will keep blaming others, criticizing others, what others are doing to me. Everything is wrong. This life is of no use, no purpose. This is the foundation.
There is 100% self-acceptance. Everything is there. We know, oh, when the pain comes, oh, I am not the body. Oh, everything. But the pain doesn't go. But now I'm going to think it's an illusion. It's only an illusion. Nothing is there. That word I will not going to leave it. I will hold it so tight. That is the best part. Thank you.
Today's meditation, especially, I would also go again because a lot was flowing, just continuously flowing. Especially like when I was saying those God qualities today, and when it came to abundance, what Jayaji just she shared, right? So that how abundance is defined in chapter 1 is that because God has created everything, it is one with Him, and you are one with Him. So everything is for you, for your use. So why do you limit yourself then? Why you can't say? Um, why you can't claim and just take it, right? So I had one experience when I went to Mount Shasta. I was in a store. It was a singing bowl opening. So they had like thousands of singing bowls, crystal singing bowls in that. But the brand is very known. I think Crystal something, the name is Crystal Sounds or something. So I was sitting there, and then a person came from behind, and I was just playing some of the singing bowls, and he also joined me, and he played something, and he started doing conversation with me. And that's when I saw that person was with a cap, and he was wearing a chappal, a slipper kind of thing. And he just took it out and he sat there. And then the shopkeeper, the people in the shop, they were well dressed, were all in white, top to bottom. And they were just showing people the crystals and the singing bowls and all that. So he was talking to me. We got intensely into conversation. So the person from the shop, they came and he asked that, "Sir, you need to, this footwear can't be here. It has to go on the place." So his cap and the footwear was on the middle, on the path. So the person came and he picked it up and he took it away. That person who was sitting and talking to me, he just said thank you, and I could see a difference in that thank you. Sometimes when it is from heart, it feels like blessings. It's not like, you bless somebody, but even that thank you sounded like a blessing. So that's the difference I could just see when the thanks come from within, from that self acceptance. So especially for Indian background, how it happens, somebody's picking up your chappal, you will get up before that. Okay, let me pick up. Isn't it? So that's how I felt. But he was like, okay, casual, just take it and put it there. It's my thing, but somebody else is putting away for me. And that thanks could be like a blessings there.
Yes, Kumarji, you can share. Yeah.
Vandan, Prithvi, Shailisi, all masters. I'd like to hear. I noticing, observing, and since last night or yesterday, and working progress, exploring more. That is when we do the meditation. Since this morning, Preetiji started breathing, deep breathing. Why doing that deep breathing? So our sensory organ, we are in coma, behoshi, right? That's we're gonna bring ourselves in the mindful and God thought. And I just observe myself. I'm talking myself and sharing what I see. I could be completely wrong. These 5 sensory organ, we have to be aligned in order to 100% God thought, which is sight, seen, taste, smell, and touch, right? And I was thinking, and if I divide equally, it's going to be 20% each, the 5 sensory organ, which is commonly known. And in order to any practice, before we introduce meditation, mindfulness, unified, whatever we introduce, before that one, we always behosia, we are in coma, right? We are thinking we are doing, but we are spacious cycle. And in order to introduce in first, if you pick one of the sensory organ, it's going to align to make you in the toward the God thought. That's right. And if you do it 100%, all 5 sensory organ, and just feel in the moment, and I related to this thing to vacation mode, right? You remember detail. Why we're not doing the vacation mode all the time, right? In order to that one. So other time we are doing a regular thing and not focusing our sensory organ and sensory thing to in being mindful, God thought. So this is huge. But any vacation you remember, in the best vacation, worst vacation, you remember all details, sensory organ absorb you and feeling this one, right? In order to transitioning to this God thought to God practical. So this we can go the God practical, right? This is I just seeing myself thinking to you being ready to God thought, and you are the God particle if you become in the thought, right? So I'm working progress. I'm not going anywhere. So I just exploring. I would like to share. This is how I say this thing, and just small twist, right? Since today's meditation and 10th chapter, it's coming the same place. So you have to be forgive. There's nothing to forgive. You just love, right? And just accept and just do it like a vacation mode. You're going to remember the sensory organ to being. So, and you are the God particle. You are the God. So we are the God, right? So this is work in progress. It takes, just 2 days. I'm focusing this one, and then nothing new. Everybody is done it, absorb it somehow, right? I'm not doing anything new, but I'm working progress, learning about. Thank you so much, Jayaji. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so back to you. So this is the work in progress, learning. this.
It is so much fun, like the way you are saying your five senses is the experience of God. Yesterday I was like sweating, and then I just felt the same way. And when the sweat is coming out, it means it has pores. So who pricked those pores? Who made those pricks that this sweat can come out? Then just knowing, by knowing, it was like flowing in that, when you have so much pain, that's how you become that flowing, that flow you become. So that's how um, you experience that, being compassionate, because the whole body is actually a pricked, it's all pricked, and it sweats from everywhere. So it was just like a thin awareness on the sweat and how it's coming and becoming, there's a small conversation going in.
Yeah, it is
Thank you
all
so much.
about our awareness, where our awareness is, right?
Yes.
And being aware of the awareness is meditation.
Yeah.
So whenever we are able to see where my awareness is, we are actually becoming aware of the awareness. What am I thinking about? Right? Where is my thought taking me? That is becoming aware of the awareness, and that is state of meditation. So awareness is our mechanism of directing the energy. As consciousness, we are all consciousness. Consciousness is an expert manipulator of energy. It manipulates energy all the time, constantly, right? So it works with energy all the time. So what is our awareness? Our awareness is the direction that we are giving to the energy. What am I going to use my energy for? If it's pain, let me give my energy to the pain, right? And now, like Induji mentioned today, she now has a tool to withdraw the energy from the pain, right? So we have that ability. We can be stuck with it or withdraw. I don't want to be here, right? It's just an illusion. I just don't want to be here. I have better things to do. Move your energy to something else. But remember one thing, that you are constantly investing energy somewhere or the other. It's a continuous process, right? You will definitely have awareness somewhere or the other. So, the one who is watching the awareness can now, because he knows, he or she, whatever you may call it knows where the awareness is going, it can make a choice to direct it wherever it wants. I will take my awareness to food today. I will just be aware of the food. And in that awareness of the food, you have so much more you can do with the thing which you were doing every day in and out. You never paid attention. Now, with that same thing, if you bring your awareness to the food, then you see how much more you can do with it. Just try it and see. You practically experience it and then see.
It's an experience, right? So when you bring awareness to anything, that's our experience. How much ever we are doing the same thing, by repetition, it is only that, we come to the state of being. And self-acceptance is about that, accepting our being, whatever I am today.
And
Whatever I do from that space, I accept it.
yes,
So definitely we grow. That's a natural thing. That's part of nature, that it takes care. That is the secret of nature.
correct.
How in the state of being we grow. So today, if I am capable of contributing with money, today I'm capable of contributing with knowledge, or today I'm just not able to do anything, I'm just sitting and observing. These are all the state of being that takes us to the next experience. So with awareness, when the same life, it changes as our awareness grows,
The
and
experience.
we come in harmony. There's no more running away, no resistance, whatever way it comes. So why that experience I just shared from that shop, that person saying thanks, and I just felt like he is giving blessings. The more I read this chapter 9, and that every time I will remember that event. Whenever I will read that line, I will remember that event. So that's a very special thing. When we say thanks by receiving, it is like a blessing. It is like a blessing. Just go deep and then feel it. It's not anything ordinary. That's how simple human life every day, it is so powerful and experientially powerful.
Receiving
Yeah.
blessing.
Sorry.
Receiving blessing is basically a form of gratitude only. The- Think about it. What you experience when you are in gratitude and what you experience when you receive blessing. It's the same thing.
No, I'm saying thanks also
Hmm.
becomes a blessing. Somebody
Absolutely.
said thanks
Yeah,
and it felt like a blessing.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
That was the energy of gratitude, right? Energy of gratitude. So that person, when he gave thanks, he was in a state of gratitude.
And I am seeing, because I was so aware, right? For other person, it might be the same
Ex-
thanks that we
Yes.
give to each other, right? So it is how we perceive things and how the realities are different for everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
And that person was so unique in itself that he started talking to me, and then all of a sudden, I never talked to any strange person like that, but he started talking, and then I said that, tell me about your spiritual journey. How Do you read books? How do you know so many things? And then he said, I have read only one book, which is Autobiography of Yogi. And I said, how much then do you know with that one book? And then he said, I got clicked with my true self. As I read the chapters, I read the book. And now it was last year only when I went, I was doing Unified. And in middle, I went there. So he told me everything from this book, what he's doing today, and how he shared his experience that I only see love in everybody, in all experiences. Even though I see a thief and a police, they are maybe fighting and there is something going on, I do not see anything other than love. Then I said, how? He said that that's what it is. So I see that. It's nothing else. He didn't give me any logical explanation for that, but he just shared his observation or his expression. And it was we were blessed to have like 1 hour of his time, and that is where he shared a lot of things, that how he lives his life. He said that I fabricate energy, and we all do that, right? But he he, he didn't had anything to tell what he does. And he's like, I don't know where I am, where I will be, and I'm just move flying here and there, going places to places, and I shift energies. That's what he said. And he was sharing like he is spending most of his time in gratitude when he is not at work, and otherwise he's just um, the work that he does, like he goes places to places, heal somebody, do some energy work, cleaning the area, and feeling love and light. That's what his work is. And I was like amazed listening to his experience. So that there truly people, if they can live what they really are, that nothing like that, right? So there's no big label, no big tags, just whatever I am inside, I am living, and I'm just saying also. So because it was
How long was this year? This one? How long ago? This one? What
just
year?
last year only
Last year.
in May. We
Wow.
started our program in April, and in May I went there. Not May, sorry.
May,
Yeah, I think it was May,
February. Oh,
June.
wow. Yeah.
So it was
Something
an
like that.
experience for me to connect with Unified more. I mean, I could see a lot from that trip that helped me, um, understand the power of Unified practices, I could just say. And that memory is so clear. Everything is so clear in me that when I read the chapters, I could see some of his sharing. It's how the book is written. And then I remember also that that because it was the opening day, right? So Crystal Singing Bowl store opening, and a lot of things were presented. It was very happening time, but I saw he didn't had anything. He just came, and he came to talk to us, and he also shared how he sees us. And then he talked, he gave his time, and he also suggested a lot of things that you as you become love and you remember anybody, and he will be in front of you. You might get a phone call or anything. So that synchronicity and the flow he was talking about, like a lot of things, when back then it was new to me, and then in 1 year I could see, okay, what he was saying, what he was kind of he was guiding for time to come. And many of his experience, like he started talking about fear, that resistance people have with transition in this love. By becoming love, people have a lot of fear and transition, so they want to stay back in their old way. But as we the light workers, we grow living in that space of being love, we will shift. He was talking about the group consciousness, that it will shift slowly. So a lot of things was new to me, but then I have a lot of takeaways, that memory inside that guides me. and connects with as I read the chapters.
Priti, would you mind what race this guy's? I'm just really curious. It's a South Asian, Native American, South American, if you don't
I
mind. So I just
He was in a cowboy dress up. His
cowboy
hat
dress.
and his chappal was like that.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And one thing is, Priti, I just wanna share. It's so resonated. You catch up his thanks to the guys, and you connect with the element. So we know this one energy element. How you notice it? Lately, I'm also practicing when you see, really feel it in heart center to give not to word by feeling it. So maybe all of you are doing it. So I just becoming the habit and not to be giving empty word. Yes,
Not to be
and you
given.
connect that one. You already was there. Channel with this element. So this is so amazing to hearing this one. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Yes, so it is not impossible to be love and to be in the society. We are drastically changing everything. See, and
Truly.
like also I remembered one thing that in one of the books I read that when the community living will come, you will see people will be pooling for vacuum cleaner and the things that you can use in common. So it will be not your own thing. So the Babaji again saying that, okay, you don't own anything here. So that kind of living is possible when we drop that ego that we create by owning this brand and that
Mm-hmm.
brand.
Sharing, right? That is sharing. We are all sharing the resources available to all of us. That's the proper understanding, right? All of us are sharing.
It's like
A
the
bit,
gradual steps we have been taking towards, that
the,
thing to happen.
the important things that are coming to my mind today are that um, in chapter 10, the most powerful thing in that creating formula was the last one, the end of it. Submit button, clicking the submit button, right? Your form is submitted. And what does that really mean? That actually means I let go. Now I surrender it to the universe or whatever that you may call it. I just surrender it. I have a thought, I have a desire, I have a wish, and I'm removing the obstacles from there. And now I surrender it to the universe, or I basically doesn't know, I don't know who I am surrendering to, but I am letting go. From my end, I'm releasing it. And then after that, whatever comes from there is okay for me. That is acceptance. Right? So that clicking the submit button essentially means that I have done what I needed to do, and that's it. Now let the outcome unfold in the best possible way. Allowing that unfoldment to happen is acceptance. And then enjoy that unfoldment curiously, marveling all the time. Well, wow, I had asked for only this much, but this is so much coming. When we do not cling to the outcome, this is what happens. If we cling to the outcome, say, I have now submitted my form and I am standing on top of the head of the God, okay, now do it for me. That is, you are stuck there, right? Unless you let go, things won't happen.
And the whole book is like unfolding. right? So
Yeah.
we have been creating my self-acceptance or my all-knowing intelligence or me being love or anything that we have been creating. It's a journey, and that's how our experiences start to change. We get to have experience where somebody will come and somebody will make us accept ourselves, somebody will make us forgive others, somebody will come and give such experience. So it's only unfolding, and one day we can realize, okay, wow, it has made a shift in me.
Yeah.
The book also reminds that, is to start with, you do a claim which you believe is possible, right? So you can create anything if you do not have any resisting thoughts in it. So that becomes your experience.
Yes, Gracie.
Long
Good
time,
morning.
Gracie.
I know,
Welcome.
yeah, yeah. You know, the schedule is kind of like messed up. It's, I know, even last night, I think I slept around 2:30 or 3.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. And what's her name? She was telling me, Prachi. Prachi was telling me that you guys are busy this time.
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, and but I read the chapter before the session today. I read the chapter 10 again, and it was like so beautiful. Like every time you read it, it's like, when our sessions were done, I was thinking of starting from chapter 1 by myself, and because there are practices there that you have given, so I was thinking I would read it by myself, and then I would do those practice. But I didn't get a chance to do that. But today I thought, when I saw the message, chapter 10, and I went and I checked the topic of the chapter 10, and I must read it. So that's when I read it this morning, like right before the session started. And yeah, I realized it's amazing. I think I can do it over and over again, all the chapters. Yeah, and the self acceptance, I was just thinking, like, about when Shalishi was explaining. Yeah, it's because when we say the self acceptance, but what is this self? This self is myself or someone else's self, or there is only one self, right? Because in the oneness. So when we are accepting that, means we are accepting everything. Either it is yourself, myself, or someone else's self, or the whole self. So it came to my mind. And so then there is no question of anything accepting or rejecting. There's only being, living. That's it. That's
Wow.
And that's all there
Wow.
is, right? That's all there is. You decide to
Wow.
accept or reject or do whatever. That
yeah.
is what it is.
Because when we say like the acceptance, as soon as we say acceptance, means there's something rejection, right? Rejecting something. But when we don't say anything,
Hmm.
we only focus on the self. But self is everywhere. Everything is self. So just self, just being. No accepting, no rejecting. Don't say those words. Just keep going. Yeah,
That is,
that's what so beautiful. So I know in my heart I'm gonna do all those chapters again.
yeah.
I'm gonna do everything again with
But
it's
the self is very interesting that you revealed in your simple conversation.
Hmm.
That one self is everybody's self, and that is me right now, right away, with all my weakness and strength, goods and bads, highs and lows. And
yeah,
then
and with
when
all
I accept that, when I
yeah
don't run away from that existence, I can truly
yeah
know what I am truly.
yeah, and then even if and then I say I accept myself with all my pluses and minuses, or I say I accept you with all your pluses and minuses. It's the same because it's one self, right? So so
That's why
so the
Shailesh
bottom line,
already said, when you do it for yours,
yeah,
all is sorted out.
yeah. So the bottom line is just quiet. All right. So as soon as you try to say it, explain it, you come into duality, right? But yeah, for the sake of like conversation, just the self, right?
You are getting there.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yes.
I'm trying
This,
because of you
this is
guys helping me.
what you just mentioned is being in a state beyond the mind.
Yeah.
This is going beyond the mind, and that you are now beginning to experience, right? And that's the ultimate. You go, if once you start staying there, that's when things will begin to appear different. It is, it is really beautiful. Yesterday, I had this beautiful opportunity to start formatting the Punjabi translation of the book. I can't understand anything because that script is not familiar for me, right? But I was formatting the book so that it basically kind of looks very similar to our other versions. We now already have, right, English, Hindi, and Nepali, and now this is Punjabi coming up. It's pretty much ready. I am just giving it final touches, and then the book will be ready, and it'll be out. So just going through the chapters in a script not complete, not known to me at all, I was able to still read the chapter in my head.
Wow.
I knew the bullet points. So there should be bullets here. These are those 7 points. These are those 4 points. These are those 2 points. All those things were just coming back as I was formatting. It was like a revision of the whole book for me. That's how you get connected to the content. The irrespective of the language,
Yeah.
that content of the book is common, right? We only understand it differently just because of the language, right? But actually the content is still the same, the message is still the same. And that was that beautiful experience. I enjoyed thoroughly. Like, I just didn't want to stop in between. That's how much I was enjoying it.
Wow. I'm sure you know the book by heart now, right?
Yeah, knowing by heart is fine, but not memorizing by heart.
Yeah.
I just know it. Yes, I agree.
Wow.
Beautiful.
You know, when you say that, I remember when like when I was like very young, and I used to memorize chapters by heart so well that I would even say, "Go to next page, go to next page, go to page 3, go to page 4."
The one that we
So
practice so much, that page number and that particular problem location in the page, it
yeah,
will set here. So
yeah,
that's how naturally it happens.
yeah. And I remember like my mom, like she wouldn't understand like the English so well. She was like in grade 10, she was done, but she wouldn't understand that well. But she would still make me sit and read it. So I would read, I would read, I would read every day, maybe, and she would make me start from chapter 1 every day. So I I would know that chapter so much by heart that I can even say even without the closed book.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, that's so. So you have that, you have that, I have this. It's cold, right?
Yeah, yeah. You are up here in Canada, so it is cold. Yeah.
Yeah, even after turning the heat on, it's still cold.
Yeah. I have a heater right under my table, right here in front, near my legs. I have
Oh
got a
yeah,
heater. Yeah. Even though
yeah, we need that.
the yeah, house is heated, but still you need localized warmth.
Yeah, I even wear my socks while I'm home.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank
Good.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Right
so
now,
much.
if anybody is interested in knowing, right now outside the temperature is -5 degrees.
Wow, see? Oh my goodness. And Shaileshi, you know what happened yesterday? One of my birds flew out of my house.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sad, like the entire day and right now. Especially like it's cold. I'm not sure if it's still alive. And
it's
we look for him like crazy everywhere.
it just know it. It was time to go. That's it. Be
Wow.
grateful. Be grateful for what you got from that bird. How much so ever long it was, that was the time to go for you to let go. That's what you have to learn from it. It's time for me to let go. it's time for the bird to proceed, right? Progress in its own spiritual journey. Bird is also on the same path as we are,
But
right?
I hope he's alive. I hope he's not dead.
It doesn't have to be. The consciousness associated there with that form doesn't die. It will just change the form and come back or do whatever, right?
Yeah, you're right. When I was reflecting upon this thing, that why am I, and I was thinking all that, the consciousness, and I was thinking, it's time for him to, whatever happened to him, if it was that time. But then I thought like, why am I so thinking? Then I realized that it's my ego, because I'm thinking if he had died inside the house in front of me, then I won't be that sad. Maybe I would know that was the end. But now, because he's gone out, if he's alive or dead, why should I be worried about that? But
The
you get, yeah,
the important thing for you to now, for you, the better thing is because it did not die in front of you, you can never be sure it died.
yeah, yeah,
It is still living somewhere. How do you know?
yeah.
Just keep that thought in your head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
We have to learn to let go. Very, very important because nothing belongs to me.
yeah. Sometimes we do let go, we know, but sometimes we just get back into that thing
Feel
again. The
that
emotional
feeling.
attachment,
Yeah,
and
yeah. The
yeah,
feeling part of it. Feeling part of it, you should not reject it. Don't reject it. Allow it to appear and then see yourself.
so
Okay,
yeah,
I feel this way. Okay, now it's time for me to send love, right? In this state, I am sending love. Just
yeah. I send
uh,
love to,
exactly instantly, anytime you come to a situation of this nature, bring yourself to the vibration of love. That's the highest vibration you can ever be.
okay,
Instantly bring yourself there. As soon as you come to that state, you will do lot of good to the universe. Just know that.
yeah. I did, yeah,
The last unified chapter, I will request everybody to read it again. The last chapter, after chapter 24, 25, chapter 25, just read it once. It talks about how can you contribute to the universe as part of the universe,
yeah. In
right?
my meditation yesterday, I sent love and light to myself because I was feeling down too. And then I sent it to that bird, and I sent it to the other two birds that I have at home, because I knew they were missing, because they were making those
Yeah.
noises, right? And then, but I was not that aware, I guess, up until after talking to you. I was just sending because I was sad, but I was not that aware. But now I
Yes.
am. So I think
Yes.
when I do that again, then I will actually feel it.
Gracie, you said very interesting thing. I send love and light to myself.
Yeah, because I was kind of
Who is
in
that
that.
I?
Yeah,
And so, who was that I sending to whom?
I don't know, whoever is sending to whoever,
Not to
wherever,
yourself.
everywhere.
You said it to yourself. You were sending love and light.
I
So
know
who was that? That's
somebody
you.
was sending it to Grace. The Grace, the ego part, that was sad. So sending love to that, so come out of that
You have
sadness.
no idea where you are. Your
I know,
awareness.
yeah, trust me. Sometimes, I'm sorry. Yeah,
It was
I
a higher self said, no, 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 don't say that easy. But pay little more
yeah,
attention, because it's it's me feeling love, not me sending love to myself.
yeah, yeah,
Me feeling myself actually. It's,
yeah,
it's that.
yeah. Love feeling love.
Yeah.
Wow. I know, but I noticed, like, when I attend like your session, then my my that part awakens more. But when I'm like, away from these sessions, and I don't do meditate for a couple of days, then I go back to that thing
Yeah,
again.
that will happen. Do not worry about that part though. Accept that change also. Life will never remain constant, right? It will keep doing this. That's the nature, right? So allow, accept that yes, I know life is not going to remain the same. There will always be night, and then there will be day, and then there will be night, and then there will be day. All that, it will just keep coming. It's a passing thing.
Yeah.
And I am going through that as an experience, right? That's it. So that's fine. If you can't meditate for 2 days or 2 months, doesn't matter. You just be with self, right? Just be yourself. Meditation, the understanding of meditation will start changing in life. Meditation is not a process of sitting and doing something. That's not what meditation is. I mentioned just a little while ago that becoming aware of your awareness, that is actual meditation. Remaining in that state, I am aware where my awareness is going. Right now it is on food, and now it's on spirituality, and now it's on my friend, whatever. Be aware. Just being aware itself is important. And
That's what she shared
wherever.
her.
Mhm.
She
So,
shared her, my little part which is sad, my part which is,
yeah,
watching, my part which is whole. So just bring it all together. You're not
exactly.
distributed like that.
Let it be. Whatever way it is, just enjoy it.
That
Enjoy
is the
being
awareness,
aware.
I would
Yeah.
say, like
Ah. And
seeing
that is
yourself.
meditation. So don't be hard on yourself. This is what meditation is. So you have now finished that sitting in one place part of it. And now it's time for you to incorporate that learning in real life. Use that experience. So uh, giving energy to wherever you want is the process, right? So when you give energy to something, it grows. So your awareness, wherever it goes, it's going to produce more of whatever, wherever it is going. It will. Remember this thing. That's why you have to be very clear about where am I putting my awareness.
Mhm.
Like wherever you put in money, money will start growing. Right?
That's what my aim is right now.
Do it. I mean, like all whatever you want to do, just do it because you are working on an experience that you will eventually have. So it's part of your journey. You are now creating an experience, and towards that experience, you are investing your energy. Right? That's all it is. So,
Doing from the state of being.
yeah,
And the
in
state of being is abundance, you will experience it. So no more
yeah,
limiting, no more, that
and
shrink.
there may be learnings coming out of it. You may learn something new from this whole experience, as such,
Mm.
right? That okay, now I know this much. Earlier, I was only imagining. I was thinking it will be like that. But now I know what this really is, right?
So very important. Yeah.
You have to go through the experience, your personal experience here.
Yeah,
Understanding
yeah.
of abundance, it originates from here. You see, when you see that everything out there is for me. So whole pura wo Tanishq ka dukaan, chahe anything that you take, that Lululemon store or anything. So that is there for me, for my use, right? But how am I using it? You know, whatever I want to create, whatever I want to experience,
Yeah.
that much will be coming to me. You know, that much you can just say that I'm holding. Jitna bada mera haath, I can hold that much. I'm having that experience. Although knowing that everything out there is for me. So knowing yourself, accepting yourself, and then living that infinite self in this limited body, only the experience can be infinite. You see, you will only get maybe $10, but your experience will be fulfilled. It is just the same story that I said, just that thanks hurt sounded like a blessing. It's that
Yeah.
$10 you spend and you will feel that how rich I am.
Yeah.
It's that experience, that shift inside, not like your bank balance going up into like $100 billion. Not like that. It's you feeling inside that. That shift we are walking like Babaji saying, just open yourself for that.
Yeah. And Pritiji, I think you said you said something about everything is there for my use, right? And then you said it's okay that we are paying for that. Like suppose if you buy something. So how do we take the part of paying?
Paying is only come, like, it's a mutual agreement that we have on this plane, right? People
Okay.
are taking from the nature, they're adding some value and they're selling. Sometimes they don't even add value, they take and they sell and they make money. Right? So that money part is always, it's like a transaction. We give and we take. It's part of the model where
Mm-hmm.
we learn a lot in the behind. But then there is a residue. A lot of the main payment is not made in that transaction. The real payment is done when you receive from the one who provided us.
We have to remember payment, you are making payments all the time,
Yeah, exchange.
even though they may not be in terms of money. You are constantly paying for what you are receiving.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? That's why we are part of a big universe, right? Each element in the universe has a role to play. So all transactions are part of the role. Sometimes it will be money, sometimes it will be love, expressing your love, sometimes it will be crying. Whatever way, you are actually paying for something you received. So it's a constant transactional activity going on. But what is happening in the process? Experience, right? And this is why in the book what we are saying is everything in the universe is available to me to experience, not to own,
Hmm. Not to own.
but to experience. Everything is available. I want to experience Lululemon. Let me go to Lululemon store and feel and touch and okay, do whatever. Go in, take something, go into the trial room, put it on, experience it, give it back, and then walk out. You experience Lululemon, right? You don't have to own it. That is important. That not the feeling of not owning gives you freedom. Now you are not stuck with Lululemon. You can go to the next store and try something else. You are not stuck to one brand, one thing. By owning, the biggest thing we do to, or biggest, I would say, harm we do to ourselves is getting limited.
Yeah, yeah. No ownership, no pain of losing it.
Exactly, no stuck. You are not stuck anywhere. Now you have the freedom, you have the choice. You go and enjoy whatever you want. Think about it. Like you walk into a sweet meat shop, right? Sweet shop. You just walk in that entire shop, all around you, so many different types of sweets are displayed. Can you eat all of them? You cannot,
Mhm.
but they are all available to you. You can only eat as much as your stomach will handle, right? Even though you may have unlimited supply of money to pay for everything there, what will you do? So ownership always limits you. You will own and gulp it inside, and then after that, I don't like any of these sweets anymore. Why? Because I am now satisfied. I'm done.
Yeah.
Right? This whole mechanism is very important to understand what is going on.
Yeah, and if I see it that way, like every experience in life, like or whatever is happening in your life, it's giving you an experience of higher purpose, of higher thing. Like
Ah,
as you said, in the shop, everything is available to you. Just like in the universe, everything is available to you. Just pick what you want, take what you need, or
higher ke
yeah,
pare
There's a difference.
everything.
If we open our eyes, we can just see that the line that you said, right? There's a shop and their exchange. The where the exchange is happening at that level, there's an ownership. That person I'm paying, he is taking the ownership of that money, or that thing that he is giving, and I'm paying on that behalf. But see that ownership. From there, that thing has come. Nature never asked, why did you had 10,000 plates and 10 plates of food and you didn't pay for anything? You didn't say thank you. You didn't say anything. Nature is not questioning. It is just making things available to us. And at this level, we are doing transaction and we are becoming owner, and then we
yeah,
are creating pain and suffering. So that's the
Is
difference how nature operates.
it's just like in your childhood you were playing that game, na? That doll, you played with dolls, right? ओके मैं लड़की वाली एंड ये तुम्हारा तो गुड्डा है उसको लेके आओ शादी कराएंगे ऑल दैट गेम राइट यू वर लर्निंग ओनरशिप प्रिंसिपल्स in childhood.
hmm
Okay, now I own this. Now this is the property. This is what I will give. I will decorate my doll like this. All that you were learning the principles of acquiring and letting go, acquiring and letting go. Right? So when you pay for something, you are actually giving part of your abundance to somebody. You are letting go of it. Learning is that the process of letting the things flow is a learning. Right?
yeah,
Money by itself has no value. Trust me. Unless you use it for something. When you
Also,
use
don't
the money for something, that experience in return that you get is
yeah,
what you paid for.
and that will always be available, whatever is we have to experience, we create by it is always like that. Whatever, wherever we are in the state of being, only we create things, but as we expand in our being, our creation also expands. So that is where the self acceptance, from where I am with my perfection, imperfection, everything, acknowledging, and from that state you create experience, then it
yeah,
grows gradually. You will get a different opportunity. When you're done with enough of this opportunity diligently, you have learned it, whatever that experience, whatever we do, right? It gives us experience where we say, okay, I'm done with this. Now move on to something next. It changes naturally. That's the flow of nature. So becoming one with the flow of nature, that Brahmandiya Urja that runs everything on its own, things are created and destroyed and enjoying in middle, it's happening, and that's what we become, just flowing like current.
yeah. It's the same energy taking different shapes and
Yeah. This
We
and
don't have to
having different
die
experience.
hard earning money. Okay, give me more and then I die.
and
Just
remember, we have the illusion of being the creator. I created, so I am
Creation
that.
happen.
That's an illusion that I created something. We can manifest it. We can't create. Creation is happening,
Yeah,
right?
love it. Like I'm a creator, I create.
I'd like to add one thing. Salisi mentioned a few weeks back. We have to remember there is no in charge. This is huge statement. Okay, this is resonator right here. Be mindful. This is no in
No
charge.
owner,
Back to
no
you
owner
guys.
of
No,
this.
yeah. This is
Absolutely.
huge.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a.
See
It,
how much we get liberated when we really don't take ownership also, then there is no karma. And
Yeah.
there's no karma that we have come here to, pay off. This life is not to pay off, that we have learned all that karma concept ki prarabdha karma, sanchit karma, whatever. It's no point we are talking about. We are talking about the seed thought that God put inside me. And I'm just going to explore and work, act from that state.
Wow, that's
So
so
as
beautiful.
I'm not owning anything, I'm not even owning my karma too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'll remember that. Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
and
big, big realization, and it only happens when we reach to that state. Otherwise
yeah,
our mind will keep us
yeah,
saying a lot of things. So that
Remember,
ownership, define ownership and what it brings, then you can see how much liberated we feel when we own
yeah.
house and somebody comes and we start living. Then how do we see it?
we facilitate creation. We do not create, we facilitate creation. Think about idli. You make idli today. Did you really create it?
We had all the ingredients. We
Uh,
facilitated
so
it, and then
you got from somebody some ingredients, then you converted them into idli.
yeah, it's
Okay. Now, where did that ingredient come from? Ultimately, you can trace it back to nature. So the real creator, the real creation, if rice wasn't there, you could not have made idli. Right? So that's how creation is embedded in everything. The real source is the creation. We facilitate conversion. We convert, just like I said, we are manipulators of energy, and
yeah,
energy cannot be created or destroyed. Huh?
Yeah.
Science says that energy can never be created or destroyed, it can be converted.
it's like whatever you put your focus on, you create that.
You
So
can create.
I understood one more thing when you were saying that we facilitate, just like making idli. So we for making that facilitation, for making that, we need mind, because we need our senses, because like hands, we need our mind, the
This
we need to be
body.
in duality.
Yeah. You need matter and
Yeah.
mind, both matter and mind, both to
Wow.
create. Or think about it like more like we are manifestors. Manifestation is not creation. Manifestation is bringing something that existed already to reality. The my reality. It something existed somewhere. I brought it into my reality. And my reality, by the way, is in my mind. So, understanding that depth of the concept, that what manifestation is, understanding manifestation, how do I actually manifest? Huh? That is something we have to start. In Hindi, I had to deliberately use a different word for this thing when I translated the book at that time, but that's not the right word though. Rachanakar, huh? We call it creator. Rachna, any artist for that matter, right? Think about an artist. Is a Rachanakar, is a creator. So what does artist do? The artist uses the available material to create the thought. They bring the thought to reality. He had imagination. He made it real in front of everybody so that he can express. Right? So he basically used. A few weeks ago, I think I talked about it also, that in reality, when you think that you are offering something to somebody, what part of it you are actually offering. You are passing on something from the nature to somebody.
Yeah.
What is your contribution into it? It's like WhatsApp message forwarded, right? What is your contribution? Clicking few keys, or do you add value to it? That thing called value is your contribution. What you actually contribute, right? So you go to the temple and offer a few flowers to the god. That flower is God's creation only. I am only picking from somewhere and telling the God, okay, I bring it to you. God
Yeah.
knows the reality. God, if I was God, I will be doing this to the person. You stole my thing and now returning back to me and taking credit for it.
That too, that person has hidden biases that, oh, I picked flower.
Nahi. And that flower is for a purpose. It's not just like that. Flower is for a purpose. In return, give me something.
Yeah.
And
Shailesh, I just,
we also
oh,
say
sorry.
that. We also say it in our prayer. I am offering you what is already yours.
Yeah. You know what I said yesterday? When I was missing the bird, I said, Mahavatar Babaji, I'll come to your cave. Bring me my bird back. Bring me my bird back. And then I
My
said,
bird.
like, yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. And then, you know, at the end of the day, I said, oh, I'm not going to come to your cave. You didn't bring my bird back. Yeah.
Yesterday, when I
Shailesh,
was looking at my.
sorry.
Yes, Kumarji, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shailesh, Preeti, I just resonate this topic early, making early and then getting passing on. I felt that this platform, how Gracie contributing, is no different than Italy.
Mm.
See, making difference. You see, that's I just so resonate. You are doing exactly that.
Mm.
Gracie, Ankompaji, don't miss the session. Okay, this is you are contributing here.
Mm. Mm.
This is
Thank
him
you.
making. Back to you. Thank you, Preeti.
Thank you.
Thank you. But today's topic, I'm just, thrilled with the thanks that I shared. So now every thanks, that book says that everything out there is for your use and enjoyment. You just need to take it with forgiveness and thanks. So that thanks is now blessings to all as we receive. So our awareness shifts again, and the simple taking and giving, it is more than uh, just an exchange or fulfillment of requirement. It is more than that.
No.
Good, good, good. Very good.
So definitely always remember the claim that it is not for us to destroy. It is there for our use with and take it with forgiveness and thanks. So bless and then take.
Good.
So a
Yeah.
lot is there in these two chapters, because chapter 7 is like sorting our mind, correcting thoughts. Chapter 9 brings up all our true desires. Those desires when I have everything, but what if I am unmasked, and how do I look? And then I create what I want to fulfill here. That true desire, that is like a seed. Put maybe each one of us want to achieve that same, that I am love, but how do I achieve it? That path would be different. That situation, how much I already feel love and how much I do not agree or disagree, is that factor is different in everybody's, right? So that walk is unique. And growing from there, we come to this self-acceptance. Babaji is talking all about creation in part 2 is manifestation, but reminding us that you don't own anything, taking everything together and walking step by step. That's how Babaji is saying, practice it all 7 days and then you see what happens. Maybe day one you are doing this much only.
Yeah. I will practice today's meditation again.
So beautiful conversation. And I think, Shailesh, you can talk more. I think you talked about it in English, in Hindi group, about that ownership. There's no owner of this whole space, whole creation, actually. If you want to continue, you can.
I forget what I say.
Even I
So
was not
anyhow,
there, but Kumarji
yeah.
reminded just today.
The basic thing for all to understand is that in this entire universe, there is no owner. There is no owner. Nobody owns the sun, nobody owns the moon, nobody owns this planet where we live. Everything exists for us to use, for our, in whatever fashion we want to use it. Say, for example, the sun provides us energy. It doesn't provide us the energy in return for something or with any expectation whatsoever. It is its nature to radiate energy. That's all it is. And see in how many ways that sun's energy is used. It's up to us to use it whichever way we want, right? I can use the sun as an astrologer and make money. That's one way of using the sun. Right? All the planets, I use all the 9 planets and make money without owning them. I don't even own. But I will use the planets to create a prediction and then make money. Who's there to verify? Right? That's the thing we have to understand. There is no owner. There is absolutely no owner of anything. And we are part of it.
Yeah.
Never forget this. Absolutely. We tend to forget our own self as I am separate and this entire universe is separate. No, you are you are integral part of that universe. That universe feels every little feeling you have. You are so integral to the universe. Everything. So remember, universe doesn't like you to be sad because it can feel your sadness. You are
Yeah.
like if I prick your finger, you will feel it, isn't it? It's part of your body. It's integral to your body. Likewise, everything in existence is integral to the creation. And that's how we are all connected. Every little thing that happens is experienced. My experience is no different from experience of the universe. It is integral. So, as far as ownership is, the concept of ownership needs to be understood clearly. Ownership kind of makes me possess things, attachment, right? That is what we have to learn to let go. If we
Yeah.
can do that much, even there, say, let's say you bought a car, you paid several $1,000s, bought a car, and you say, I own it, right? Do you really own it? When you start thinking deeper about these things, right, you will begin to say, well, okay, I enjoy, it's meant for my enjoyment, for my convenience, for my functionality. It gives me all of that, right? It gives me a safe mechanism of traveling from one place to another place, right? So I utilize this vehicle. What I have done in the process of so-called ownership is I have reserved the right to use. So when I need it, it's available to me. right? But tomorrow, if it gets stolen, it doesn't belong to me anymore,
Yeah.
right? Remembering that is very important. Nothing is
Also,
actually attached to me. That
the
attachment part we have to surrender.
the way you described the example of sun, right? Sun giving light to everybody, everything. And that is his acceptance of itself, that it is giving light without expecting anything. That ownership, as the ownership comes, we expect, we start expecting, something I'll get back. So that self-acceptance makes us to be in the flow of nature where we just give. So sun is giving the light without any expectation. The part of earth is facing the sun, is receiving the sunlight, and the other side is in the dark. But it makes a movement, and then the other part also receives the light. So it doesn't hold back. Right. So for us to be accepting ourselves is to being available to nature.
Yes, and this comes from the same example that Preeti gave, her experience in Mount Shasta. That person, what was his work? His work was moving energy. Did he do it for something in return? No. He was just like the sun. That was his intrinsic nature. He wasn't doing it with any purpose. There is no purpose. The moment purpose comes, expectations will join.
Good that you reminded again. And so, as we were concluding the meeting, we, with me, there was another girl, and she said, "Let's give him some money. He might not have money." I didn't think of anything like that because that function, that feature inside is closed. But she said, "Okay, let's give him some money." And then I said, "Okay, sure, sure, sure." And then whatever cash we had, she opened something, she got some, and I took some from my bag and I gave. And then again, that feeling came, that first feeling came that you're not giving, you're going to receive more than this. And, it was not my expectation. It's just that inner, what I said, like thanks sounded like a blessing, which I could relate now. I could figure it out now. I mean, it was something different. I knew, but again, giving the money was actually telling me that you're not giving. It was something different that can be difficult to put in words, but that knowing, I didn't had any fantasy about that person in that moment. But as we departed, then I started feeling that something very special just happened. It was not an ordinary meet. And then he also said that I don't see your physical body, I just see your light. You guys see look like a white light, I said, how do you see light? How do you differentiate in me and then the other person, then when you see your light? So there were very in depth, like little conversation, very subtle. How much I knew I could ask. I just wanted to get a first hand experience, as Shailesh is saying, that you um, beyond words when you start. So he's saying that it was his gratitude, so that is how gratitude is felt by universe.
Yeah.
When others expresses, I express my gratitude, you express your gratitude, how does universe experience it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the gratitude is mine. I can offer the flowers, take the flowers from the universe and give it back to the universe. It's not mine. But that gratitude which I am offering now, which I am expressing now, is truly mine. That is a real offering. And the value of that offering is tremendous. And universe feels it. Remember that. Universe never ignores any of your feeling. Any. So your feeling that gratitude fills the universe with the feeling of gratitude and love.
Yeah.
Right? Think your feeling is exactly transferred to the universe, which you are part of it. So that is truly mine, actually. Gratitude hasn't been borrowed from anywhere.
Yeah.
It is truly mine, right? And that when I offer that, same way, love is mine. When I offer that, then I am offering something. So, yeah, fantastic.
What
Yeah.
I just
And
shared, I just feel like that experience till yesterday, it was only to me. It had come to me many times that I want to share with you all, and today I got that opportunity. Again, so much more is there that I'm remembering, and I think I should note it before I totally forget, because it was an incredible feeling. So when I was paying him something, and that um, some voice, subtle voice, that time I was not able to distinct my higher self or anybody saying like that, but somebody said that, you just give this much, you keep this much for yourself. And the very next day we were in that area where there were no cards payment, and that currency came in use, and I remembered that moment that, okay, I was supposed to be keeping this much for this purpose. So that person actually didn't need money or anything like that, but it was our opportunity to open our heart.
yeah, yeah. That was like so awareness. Like now then you realize that, oh, that's why my higher self or whoever asked me to keep that much money with myself, because you'll be needing it the next day.
Thank you. Chaliye,
Yeah,
we
and the
had a beautiful
ownership.
discussion. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know the ownership, when you were explaining, Shaliji, I thought about the clay. When everyone is made of that simple clay, who owns who? Nothing, right?
Exactly. That is oneness.
Yeah.
This is
But
going
the
beyond the
beautiful
mind.
but the beautiful part is we are made of that clay, but we are still in that clay. We are
That is
made.
our nature, right? That is
Yeah,
our nature. Clay gives us the properties of the clay. So love that we are made of gives us the property of love.
yeah.
And that is all there
Wow.
is, nothing else. Good. Celia, thank you. We had a beautiful discussion. I think we've lost track of time. And your presence makes it all worth the time. So thank you, Masters. I'm
Thank
really
you.
grateful
Thank
for
you.
your presence and your contributions through your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
So
day. Have a
we'll
wonderful night.
meet next week again.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Thank you.
Masters.
Yeah.
Thank you.